Hello. So I always told you that I will always share things that I hear, things that I learn, things that happen that lead me to know um, something that helps me move forward or something that helps me have a good day, even. Well, as many of you know that have been watching this for a long time, my narcissist has been blocked, right? So um I made it very clear with a very detailed message of don't contact me ever again in your life ever type thing the last time we had spoken. I wake up today, I find on my old iPad that for some reason, the message went through there. Like it's not on my phone, so I don't understand how that happens. But in messages, I get a text in the middle of the night, 3:48 a.m. from my narcissist. Ready? Ready? 4 words. I hate my life. I couldn't wait to share it with you. I could not. I could not wait to share it with you. I am not saying that because my narcissist texted me, I hate my life, it means that they're all miserable or that they're all a mess. But I am saying that because my narcissist texted me in the middle of the night after so much time ago, I hate my life, I am saying that they're all a mess. I think we can carry that as evidence, and I'm going to tell you why. No, they're not all the same person, but they do run the same cycle. They do have the same dysfunctions. They do go forth and try to portray that they are being this, that, and the other, which he did maybe kind of like try to do. I know his life's a mess. I didn't need him to tell me he hates his life, right? And this is where I would normally get sucked in because I'm sassy, right? I'm mad, I'm sassy. I want to type back, well, I love mine. I'm not even tempted because we know what that little 4-word text, we know what he's trying to do, right? They're trying to get a reaction out of you. They want you to play ball, something, anything. Even if I did type in, well, I love my life. One of the last things that I had said to him months ago was, I'm living the life you're chasing, but I wish you good luck. My life is fabulous. I have friends, things to do, places to go. You know what I mean? His is miserable. I know it. He knows it. He doesn't need to pretend to me that he's having a grand old time. Look at Minnie. When we know that they're not having a grand old time. And I think that my narcissist, not that I didn't raise him to any level of consciousness. Don't get me wrong. I don't confuse myself with being some kind of, Gandhi to him. But I think I did talk to him enough to death and denigrate everything in his life and his behavior enough that right now we know what this means, right? If they reach out, we know that means that all of the things I told him are awful. They're happening. They're being awful. Something blew up. He got into a fight. They're having an issue. He's moving from one supply to another. He's having maybe a dry spell, right? My narcissist is getting older. He's 63 years old. He's not going to be able to charm and swindle like he did when he was 23, 43, 50. You know what I mean? I hate my life. I was never so, I hate to say it, but satisfied. And that's Schadenfreude. If you don't know that word, look it up. It's a German word. It means that you take pleasure in other people's displeasure or uncomfortableness or, downtroddenness. I don't wish failure or unhappiness on anybody. I don't even wish it on that person. I don't. I really don't. But I couldn't help having a little bit of a grin when I read I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate my life. And a video accompanied it. A little video accompanied it. I think of you, all of that, right? If you don't think I think of you, you're crazy. I think of you every day. All of that. All of what you're thinking. So I rest satisfied knowing that he hates his life even for just the moment that he took to type that. I rest satisfied knowing that I could relate to you. There are moments, I promise you, there are moments your narcissist hates their life. My narcissist feels comfortable to tell me that because I had created an open communication with us. The last year of our communication, we weren't together. We weren't a couple. He was trying to make us be a couple again, but no, I wasn't going anywhere near him. So, but I created an open communication. I invited the possibility of friendship, the possibility of me teaching him so he would be better for the next person. Oh yeah. That was before this channel. I was already trying to do this channel through him, through one narcissist at a time. I was worried about women he was going to meet in the future. Even before I had this channel, I was trying to do what I'm doing with you. So I created an environment, I fostered that. So for him to say, I hate my life, he knows he's comfortable to say. He probably expects me to reach out and respond and say, do you need, what's up? You okay? Normally it would be like, yeah, what's going on? She's snoring. You can hear that, right? That was loud. So I was very excited to tell you that. Their life is still a mess. And I say they on purpose. I don't know where his is. I don't even know what is going on with him. I don't know what's going on with yours. I don't need to. I don't need to know. Their life will always be a mess. It's a mess. Whatever kind of mess it is, it's a mess for all of them. And how can you love a mess? At some point, even if you think you're enjoying it, or on the surface for a minute you enjoy it, or you see a picture with your narcissist with somebody else and they're smiling and they look like they're enjoying it, I promise you, so this was 3:30, the middle of the night, so he's alone, miserable, nobody else is responding to him, maybe, right? Or they're not responding to him in the way that he needs. They're not providing him with any kind of, comfort or a virtual hug even, like on the phone, like talking to them as a friend. He doesn't have anybody. He used to say, but you're my best friend. Even after we broke up, you're my best friend. And when I finally stopped talking to him, that's what I said. I said, you're losing. This is done. I'm not anyone's best friend who mistreats me. And now he will feel the emptiness of me not responding ever again. Because I would eventually, even if it took him a month to get through to me, I would eventually shoot him a text. You doing all right? Your messages, you sound pretty bad. Or I'd say something. But I crossed over now a while back, so that won't happen anymore. I hate my life. Look at me, I look gleeful. No, it's not supposed to be that way. Okay, I'm trying to stop smiling. No, I'm not trying to be. I don't wish that on anyone. I truly don't. I truly do not. But I can't help but get a little bit of like a tinge of joy knowing that he hates his life. I love my life. And you probably love yours too now that you're not with them, to bring you down into a space that is a hateful space. Right? Because if I was still with him, he's a mess. They're a mess. With you, they're a mess before you, they're a mess after you. I'm no longer in the mess. So my clouds have cleared. You know what I mean? The fog has cleared. And I can once again see my lovely, happy... I say to my family and friends, I have a happy, quiet, simple, fabulous little life. I don't bother anybody. I love my life. And so do you. And if you think you don't, yes you do. Or make changes to make yourself love your life. I've orchestrated an environment that I love. I've cultivated friendships and relationships with people that I love. I do things that I love. You know what I'm saying? They're choices you make. They're choices you make. Now, if you're home because you just went through the breakup, or you can't seem to get off the couch and you're binge watching shows and whatever you're pigging out or not eating, we all go a different direction. That's okay. You take that time. Take it. Right? But at some point, you have to orchestrate the steps so that you don't hate your life. Don't let the narcissist take that power from you, that you are going to hate your life because they left you, they left you in shambles. Oh, no, they did not. It's a very powerful feeling for me. Look, I'm smiling again. That's awful. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, Lord. Like, that's not right. I'm not trying to get enjoyment out of it. I'm really not. I feel bad. He's somebody's son. He's somebody's father. I prayed that he would find happiness and peace. And that's what I used to say to him. I just want you to find peace. Well, here it is months and months later, and I hate my life, is the text I get out of the blue in the middle of the night. With video accompaniment. Now, you might say to yourself, and again, I don't know why it comes across on the iPad but not on the phone. I don't know anything about that kind of thing. I have no idea. He's blocked. He's blocked. So I don't understand that. But whatever. So my guess is that the next thing that'll happen is that I'll start to see voice messages come up. And I told you, when you block somebody, when you go into your voicemails and you go all the way to the bottom, it'll say blocked messages. That'll start to show up. I'm positive. That'll be next. Maybe not today, but, you know, if time goes by and he's like, oh, she's not even responding. Whoa, she really meant it last time. Boy, she's really holding fast. I'll start to get voicemails because I know his temperament. He's impatient like a little kid. And that will also be satisfying. I'm not proud to say. But it's satisfying, and I made a video 1,000 years ago. Is that secret taboo need to be hoovered. That's not what this is. I'm not wanting to be hoovered. That left me a while ago. But I understand that taboo thing of wanting to be hoovered. Please look that up. I used the word taboo. It was in the beginning, maybe between video, 10 and 80, around there. I don't remember where. But that's not what this is. And I understand that, the taboo feeling of wanting to be hoovered. That's why I had made that video. That's not this. I'm not hoping he does that. But I bet it's coming, and I will get a little bit of glee. He's still a mess. Their life is a mess. They're all over the place. He can't find one Of course you're not going to find one person. Your agenda is to find different people. That's the part I never will understand. Their cycle is their cycle. They have to do that cycle, yet they get miserable when it doesn't work out with someone and they have to be alone. How do they think it's ever going to work out with anyone if their cycle is their cycle? That's a question I'll never understand. So do you want a relationship or what? Just go out and play. How can you hate your life? You chose your life. You chose it. Whatever is happening right now in your life, you chose that. Right? So what are you choosing for your life? I'm choosing things that bring me happiness and joy, which is generally how I function anyway. I had a little bit of a stumbling block with that narcissist situation and any other narcissist situation I've been in. But for the most part, I try to choose things that bring me joy or some kind of constructive path, lesson, a new thing, try a new thing, learn a new skill, take a cooking class. You know what I mean? Something that brings you something productive into your life. They're not doing any of that. They have one goal, the narcissist. That's to not feel anything real, to not let anyone see inside them, to not have to reflect on their own true self, and to keep running like a machine, like a train, so they can't sit still long enough so that they have to face their own truth. So at 3:30 in the morning, alone, this man, this grown man, had a moment of reflection where he was forced to look at his own truth. And the text I got was, "I hate my life." Even if you don't get that text, I bet your narcissist hates their life. They won't admit it. Mine did, because I made it so open to, he knows he's safe to say anything to me. I'm not going to make fun of him. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I would never come back and say, well, that's what you get. And I would never say that. Sassy me wants to say, well, I love mine, or you chose that. You're exactly where. That's how I used to talk to him. Well, you chose that. That's what you chose. Everything you're going through, you chose. You chose that. So how can you hate it? You hate your own choices? Your narcissist is hating their choices. They don't understand, remember, that they're disordered. They don't understand why they landed where they landed. So if they're having a miserable moment and they hate their life, that's not the only moment that they have. They're not going through life blissfully happy like you or me or another victim can find. We can find blissful happiness. They can't. And I am using his comment as evidence that they cannot. So I wanted to share that with you. Yeah, that just happened. I hate my life. I'm smiling again. That's terrible. Renee, stop. I have to stop. It's not nice. We don't want people to be miserable. Okay, but they're kind of evil, so maybe, but stop. I have to I'm stopping this video because I'm too giddy about it. But I had to share it with you. I feel like a little kid.